we have made it to the one and only St.Albans Sanatorium, and Josie's on Snapchat right now. I'm just kidding, guys. Feeling spooky in this moment. How are you feeling, Josie? She says I'm feeling spooky in this moment. Where do we enter from, brother? Feeling scared, feeling nervous. Okay, I see Steve. What?
Feeling scared, feeling nervous. Okay, I see Steve.
I don't know where we enter from. Oh wait, just kidding. I see it, brother.
Kayla, get on the way.
Hurry up, brother. Josie, hide that. You're gonna get kicked out if you don't.
What are you doing, Dad?
Down here, I think. Come on, brother.
It's a put away. It's put away. I'm done. I'm done.
I'm done.
You're done.
I'm guessing.
You're done.
You're done.
Dude, I'm so hot.
I see Steve and more people.
Exit here. Kill.
Through, but this room here is what we call Donald's room. I'm not going to get into the whole story of Donald. I'll let you guys try and figure some of that stuff out on your own. And this one here we call Jacob's room. Now it's kind of obvious that Jacob was a child. As you can see, the whole room's full of toys. I'm kind of actually interested in what you can get from here tonight.
No. Dude, you want to hear all the movie shit. You want to experience a movie?
Yeah, I'll probably sweat, but I'll do it.
No, you'll be Steve. Oh, this feels great, to be honest. Hey now. Kennedy. Ugh. I'm like, sorry, I recognize this staircase. This is where they filmed their Destination Fear for their documentary. They've been there twice. They've been here twice. It's spooky.
How many people park out in the front of the original building?
I was out there earlier today.
Okay, well, there's a parking lot out there, so if you want to park out there, that's great. And before you leave at some point, just take a stroll around the outside of the building and just check it out. This is the original part of St. Albans. When Dr. King purchased the building, he actually lived here with the patients. This was his living quarters. This over here, these two rooms was his office areas, and these two rooms over here was where him and his wife and family stayed. Now, looking this way, you'll see this hallway there. As we go through there, and I'll show you, this makes just a big circle. This is what we call the King Center. In the later years, that was the main entrance to St. Albans. This area a lot of times gets overlooked. It's actually one of my favorite places to investigate, and I've had some awesome experiences in that hallway and just sitting right there in that room. So if you have an opportunity, try and check that out tonight. This stairwell here, just in case, the one going downstairs, that actually goes down into the electroshock area, and we'll pay attention. We'll pay that a visit here in a little bit, but just on the other side, a set of stairs going up. If you follow those all the way up, it takes you straight to the attic.
Cool. It's fun. So fun.
We'll cut through here real quick.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I don't feel anything bad in here. I know, I'm like, I don't feel anything over here.
So this is what we call skylight hallway. You can see there used to be some skylights in here. This area, of course, was used for a lot of different things, but they did have some tuberculosis patients. One of the treatments for tuberculosis was sunlight, so they would actually bring the patients here and let them sit up underneath the skylights. This stairwell here is the same one that I pointed out from the 3rd floor upstairs, right across from the rocker room. It's the main stairwell. And you can get to the entrance of the King Center, which I just pointed out, right through there also. So we're just gonna shoot straight down what we call connector hallway. It just connects the 2 original buildings. We'll hit the other building, and then we'll shoot down in the basement, and we'll kind of get this tour over.
Hey guys, shout out Boiler Room. Boiler Room Central.
You feel any more fingers?
What? No, I don't.
Just let me know you're in the hole.
Ooh.
Down the bowling alley.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Right.
Rumors and things. I mean, I've been here a lot. I bring my 12-year-old daughter in this.
Right.
She volunteers. She actually runs an house, and I mean, it's actually a really cool place. But yeah, you'll get random things. I'll just sit in the area with no lights and everything, and just sit and kind of listen and watch for a while, and you'll be surprised at what you get. All right, so this hallway right here is isolation. It goes to the isolation, well, we call it isolation hallway, but it goes to the isolation area. This is the only way to isolation and back out of isolation. Once you get to the end, you're gonna hit a stairwell. It will drop down 2 more floors. The next floor down, we'll call it the morgue area. It wasn't a full operational morgue. They didn't keep any of the deceased here very long, but they did have a room there where they would take the patients, clean them up, and get them ready for the coroner to pick them up, and they would just pick them up at the loading dock. The lowest level we call the green room. You'll see why, because it's got some ugly ass green carpet. Pay attention when you're in that area, and we can walk down and I can show you all 3 floors if you guys want. Pay attention to the size of the rooms. As you go down each level, the rooms get smaller. The doors are almost 2.5 inches thick on some cells. We do have a room called the pink room, because it's got some ugly ass pink walls. It's full of costumes and things for the actors and stuff like that. You're more welcome to investigate in there. Just please don't tear up the costumes. There's a small stairwell here just to my right. That takes you down to the alcoholics ward. That set of stairs right there also takes you to the alcoholics ward. We'll hit that up as it is, on the lower level, so we'll be coming back through that way. But just in case you find a set of stairs, is where they go. There is a spot here that is halfway tarped off. We do ask that you do not go in that area because it is unsafe. There's a lot of ceiling damage and some things still falling down. We haven't gotten to fixing it yet. So if you guys want, I can walk you guys down isolation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can say no. You're not going? All right, you can stay here. Hey guys, field trip.
I'm being more scared about the crocs, man. There's a note.
I know. So that was like, all right. Sounds fun.
We actually use this area for makeup for the actors.
Makes sense.
We just have little stations set up in some of the cells and things for the.
Red balloon. So fun.
Look, it's Pennywise.
Hey Pennywise, what's up?
That's what it's really
But I don't remember what it was. Somebody said something about an escape room. We actually had an event here, and the host of the event actually did an escape room in this area. So they let us some of their stuff.
Okay.
All right, so this is really the only area of isolation that's laid out a little bit differently. These were the actual cells. There's an open area here. They were monitored at all times, but they would bring the patients out and let them, do whatever in the open area, one at a time, of course. So each area has a nurse's station, and of course it's the cells just line the outside edges. Of course, some of these rooms have had walls removed over time, but the hallway we just come down, those were all just cells for the patients. If we get any heavy rain, it leaks really bad right here. Hence the trash cans full of water in the pump. Do be careful. For the most part, it's not that bad in the rest of isolation, but up here it will get mighty wet. So we'll hit this stairwell and we'll just.
How about no? I think I refuse.
Do watch your step because there are little lips on the stairs here.
Watch your steps, guys.
Oh, it's getting colder. I like it.
Feels nice.
You can. I'm just gonna hang out right here so I can hit both sides.
Oh.
But yeah, that's
Hey, guys.
our pink room.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not freaky.
I don't really feel anything.
Mm-mm.
Not yet. Might change later. But it's dark outside. When it's dark, I
I
can
don't know.
see my face. Dude,
Nice bathroom.
it is so hot.
Uh,
I know. It was cold, and now it's hot again.
So like I said, this is our paint room. Keep a lot of our costumes and things. But like I said, for the most part, the areas are laid out kind of similar in this area. You have all your patient cells, and like I said, pay attention to the size of the rooms, especially when we get downstairs in the green room. But they all had their nurses' stations, and if you happen to really look, in this area, you have bathtubs, just a bathtub, and then the toilets are in a different area. That's because as one patient was being bathed, of course, they kept them completely isolated, and when another patient needed to go to the restroom, they would actually take them to another area. How many females do we have that's blonde?
Oh,
Wow.
what if you're originally
I got a
blonde?
little something that you guys can try downstairs.
I'm excited.
What if I'm naturally blonde? But
Now,
he's gonna tell you the story I
across
just
the
said.
hall, that is what we call the morgue area. Now, it is quite tight. We do have a piece of, well, it's a metal door thing there in the bottom. Please leave that in there so the door does not completely close behind you. If it does, you're locked in until somebody from security can get the key to open up the exterior door. So yeah, don't let that door close completely behind you. We can walk through there. Like I said,
It fits him.
it is tight quarters, but we can walk in there and I can show you a couple things. And pay attention to the
Hey, guys.
thickness of the doors in that area.
Oh god. I would cry.
That's going right now.
This looks like my grandma's carpet. Oh, my nose up. Oh, geez.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit in mine. Hey.
Okay.
Cells. Okay, that's like.
Oh, okay.
That's a little creepy.
I thought my boot was untied. That's why I kept doing that. It felt like I hit the string. I wasn't just crazy.
friends. I know.
So like I said, this is quite.
This is what you mean by smaller, right?
Yes,
Okay.
it's a little tighter.
a little
So
shorter.
this area only had a couple of isolation cells. There's actually one behind me, but we've got the doors chained together. We have a lot of our things in there for the haunted house. Now this room here, that she's taking a picture of, we have a lot of stuff in there. That's the only room with a tile floor and a drain in it. That's actually where they took the deceased and cleaned them up before the coroner came, and they would just roll them right out that door to the loading dock. Do pay attention, like I said, to the thickness of these doors, because these things are huge, and I can only imagine, as you can see, there are windows, being in an isolation cell and watching them roll other patients in here that have passed away.
It's gonna be a no for me, guys.
Hallway. I don't know why, it's just what they call it.
Oh, okay.
About halfway down, maybe a little bit more, you'll see the observation room or on the right-hand side. And then at the very, very end is the door going outside to the cage area, and we can walk out there real quick and show you a few things.
Ooh, I kind of love this hallway. I don't know why, but I do.
One side of the observation room.
I don't like there's a bell in there.
Ooh, so pretty. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. If this doesn't scream haunted, I don't know what does.
I know. I'm sorry, you're looking at a pole.
Hey, check out this pole. Oh, wait.
Look at the pole, Tyson. It's so cool.
It's clear right here.
And as I pointed out, the triangles, and you can still see the numbers from the shuffleboard. They have tables out here, they play checkers or whatnot. This is some of the patients outside. This is actually a pretty cool place to investigate. But, unfortunately, you have a lot of traffic here to the highway.
Yeah.
Around 2 o'clock in the morning, it dies down a good bit. Or you can just pop out and get some fresh air. This short hallway right here is the hydroshock therapy area. What we also have is an original piece of equipment, which is our autoclave. This was used to clean, sterilize the surgical tools. The two rooms on that side, in the later years, they would do small surgeries, remove tonsils, stitches, things of that nature. As you walk down this hallway, you'll notice, if you look closely on the right-hand side, you'll see an area, two areas actually, that look a little bit different as far as the concrete goes. There were two doorways right there. Those were the two doors that went into where they actually did the hydroshock therapy. If you guys aren't familiar with what that is, they would actually take them from a warm to hot bath directly into an ice bath to try and shock them, their bodies. Which you could probably imagine how painful that probably was. So we're gonna go right back out and go that way. Like I said, pay attention to the right hand side, and we're gonna go to the alcoholics area.
Josie.
What do you want?
You never know.
What do you expect from me?
What?
Oh, I hate that.
You're gonna think I'm
I'ma put
crazy
you in
when
there.
I tell you what that is true. All right, so watch your step.
Would you go right or left?
No, we're gonna go this way right here. This way.
Cute.
Why do you like everything?
Cause it's creepy.
Guys, Steve's
It was almost like a drunk tank. They would actually house multiple people in these rooms. Most of the patients that were admitted at St.Albans with alcohol issues passed away within hours of being here because it was that bad. Back then, the only treatment that they could do is give you alcohol. So about every hour to 2 hours, yeah. So every hour to 2 hours, they would bring you a small shot, okay, of whatever drink that you prefer. Right here, you'll see some cabinets. Sorry, didn't mean to blind you. Right here, you'll see some cabinets and things on the wall. Right here on the other side of the room, that was pretty much a fully loaded bar.
nice.
Now, if you look directly across here, you'll see in another room. Okay, so there's two doorways I was telling you guys about that went into the hydroshock area. That actually went into those rooms. There was a wall at one point in time that separated that into two separate rooms. In later years, once they actually stopped taking patients, the building was actually used for office space. This was around late 80s, early 90s. If you look in there, you'll see little handprints and things all over the wall. That was actually used as a daycare for the employees' children.
Yeah. I remember reading something.
Plain Army.
Someone was just writing about how they would go there. They spent a lot of time there because their mom worked there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, just if you guys wanna try it. We tend to get a lot of reactions in here when the music's played.
Yeah.
So, it's been random. A lot of people play Johnny Cash, but I'll be honest with you, I've gotten just as much reaction playing, you know, any type of 70s, 80s, rock, you name it. So yeah, I wouldn't just stick to one, try it all. You know, we've tried some old 50s and got a lot of reactions.
Ooh, okay. Nice.
Alright, so we're gonna go right back out here. We're gonna go down what we call the long dark hall. Directly above the bowling alley.
Did you just get touched? What?
Here. I don't know. So as long as you let them know you're gonna be down here, they'll try not to walk across.
We're gonna see what happens.
Who the fuck is in this hallway? Maybe I should move. Can one of y'all take over the camera so I can have, would you just stand here?
You cut it. Just like.
My heart feels like it's going.
I want to
really
go back in
crazy.
there, but I just need a safety.
Like I feel shaky.
Give her no, like you're good here because you
More
can
than
start
the
no, like, but there's like literally stuff out in the hallway. Like,
Can't see.
So it's like, I think that's okay too.
because when you were walking up here, and I turned around and started walking backwards because I like heard like.
No?
I was gonna say I'm
But it
blinded.
was
I
just
can't.
like,
I'm seeing
but
spots.
it's just like we got up the stairs and then I heard like a.
I was about to be like, it doesn't work.
It's my child, you guys.
Okay.
I got a baby.
Wait, so why do you want to go?
I want to, because my stuff's over there and I want to use the dowsing rods. So I just need to say that with Steve's devices, do not hold them.
Okay.
Steve's millimeters, don't hold them. Please hold. We went through this entire thing at Fort Knox. I was just like, why do you let Dylan do anything? But like if you touch it and you tilt it, it like just goes off. You don't get it. Sorry, I should have faced it towards you. Whoops. What? Yes. That was my butt. I mean, like, I'm not that mad, but like, no one touches my butt ever. I like literally felt it.
Tiffany, I almost feel like you should go under in here.
Mm-hmm.
You can. Radio. That's how it's supposed to work. Place is scary. Place is built different.
It is built different.
I don't really want to look outside.
Oh, well,
I think I want to be over here.
I thought we were in this together.
We are. I'm
Let me know when
happy.
you're ready to put this on, and then I'll.
I know.
Hello.
What's your name?
Can you see all of us?
Someone said twice.
Night.
No.
Okay, I will radio you when we go outside.
Alrighty, don't make me cry. We talking about?
The love of her life.
Do you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Should we film in like with flash or without flash?
I say with because then
That way we can see
you
that.
can actually
Yeah.
see in the video. Oh, I just realized there's.
What are we gonna ask?
I guess if, did they have a name for who would pull the blonde hair?
Let's see
I
the
don't
flash number.
remember.